Into the Hollow, Part 2. I can't believe we're doing this again, Sarah says as we stand on the street, looking into the hollow. It seems as if the trees are reaching out, trying to pull us into the darkness. As near as I can tell, this is the beginning of the path, I say, folding up the map and putting it in my backpack with the scissors and lantern. Odie, my daughter's dog, barks and wags his tail at something in the darkness. I begged my mother to let me go trick-or-treating alone this year, but she insisted that I take Jake or stay home. What is it, boy? Jake asked. Odie whines at the end of the leash. Now is it a good time to say, as any, I say, and adjust my backpack. Are we going to see the boy from last year? Jake asked as we step off the pavement. Maybe, I reply, sharing an anxious look with Sarah. I hope so, Jake says, not far beyond the edge of the trees. The darkness pressed in on us. I scan with my flashlight, but see nothing. One look at Sarah tells me she feels it too. The forest stream seems to have even more skeletal branches than last year, pulling at our clothes. Of course, Jake and Odie just barrel ahead. We walk for some time, stopping occasionally to pull up the map and compass. It's difficult to tell, but I think we're headed in the right direction. During one of these passes, Odie's ears perk up, and Jake asks, "What's that noise?" Sarah and I both stand still, and then we hear it. A child humming. Moving quickly and quietly, we walk toward the sound. We come to the edge of the clearing, and it only takes a moment for me to recognize it. The same thorn bush still grows in the center, a little larger now, but just like last year, the boy steps out from behind it, smiling as if he sees old friends. He's wearing the same clothes as last year, and he looks just as pale. Odie barks and runs to the boy. Jake not far behind. Soon they're chasing each other and laughing. There you are, the boy says, looking at Sarah and me. I've been waiting for you. The boy tilts his head and starts walking away. He stops at the edge of the trees and calls back, "Are you coming?" Jake and Odie start following him. We plunge after the boys, once again crashing through the forest, holding our flashlight in front of us. This time, however, we're heading deeper into the hollow, out toward the safety of the streetlights. The boy moves so fast we can hardly keep up. Where are we going? I call, wishing I could stop and look on my map. Where you've been headed, the boy says, with a laugh. As his laugh ends, it's picked up by someone else, then someone else, until we're surrounded by children's laughter. Keep moving forward, the boy calls. We do, Jake laughing and Okie barking in the front, with Sarah and me running behind, terrified. Suddenly we nearly crash into the wall of dark leaves. I try to push some leaves aside, but find something behind the wall. But all I see is more darkness. What do we do now? Sarah cries. The laughter increases. The boy stands off the side, smiling. What is this? Jake asks as he points at the opening. But it's covered with what looks like spider webs. I touch them, then feel strong They feel strong. I try to push through, but they just seem to stretch and spring back into place. I hear someone hissing in the leaves, but I can't be sure of all the laughing children. Keep moving forward, the boy says, standing beside the opening. I feel Sarah unzipping my backpack. She steps forward, brandishing scissors and snipping her way through the webs. We follow Sarah as she cuts a path down the steep bank. I quickly shine my light around and see what looks like hundreds of small black eyes staring at us. I keep moving, now wanting to know what they belong to. We climb up another bank and come out of the other side, brushing and clinking webs from our clothes. This way, the boy says, and runs off again. Who are you? Sarah asks, but the boy doesn't answer. He moves slower through the woods now, which is good because the underbrush is thick. I feel as though we're being watched. The laughter is quieter now, but something makes it more menacing. The wall we pass through sometimes appears right behind us, then other times we just make it out through the trees. The walls of leaves, I whispered to Sarah. It twists and turns almost like a river, she interrupts. Where are the other kids? Jake asks. They're coming, but the boy replies. Something about this makes me feel more anxious. Suddenly the boy turns to a corner and is gone. We can't see there. We can't see where. But before us is what looks like a giant tree. The trunk which is surrounded by thick vines and huge leaves. The laughter is closer now. Jake and Odie are looking around as if they hear it for the first time. I don't know what to do or where to go, but I want to curl up in the leaves and hide. But I can't. I look at Sarah, her determined and aspiration, as she looks at the giant tree, makes me pause. I've never seen her like this. She looks almost brave. Always keep moving forward, she says, as she starts to pull at the vines. They're thick and strong, but with both of us working together, they start to give away. Even Jake comes to help and helps. Then we grab something and can't pull down. It is cold and hard. It's a metal hook, she says, to hang something off of. The laughter is even closer now, and I swear I can see the underbrush moving around us. Everything is in place, I hear Sarah say. Give me the lantern. I opened my pack and handed her the lantern to her. I think we need to light it, she says. I don't have matches, I reply. Don't play with matches, Jake says. I learned from their book how to start a fire in an emergency. He drops his hands and knees and starts going along the ground. Aha! Jake exclaims and runs over the two plain-looking rocks. Sarah opens the lantern and Jake scrapes the rocks together, sending sparks flying. After a few tries, a small flame catches on the oil-soaked wick. Sarah closes the door and places the lantern on the hook. The movement and laughter are very close now. Odie starts to bark at the wall. It's a happy bark, as if he found something. We turn around to see the lamplight reflecting dimly off the door handle we haven't seen before. Sarah and I turn it and push. With a loud creak, it swings inward. Jake and Odie rushed inside. Sarah and I look at each other. She gives me a knowing smirk and nods before crawling into the opening through the vines. I wait until she's clear, and the leaves right next to me are moving now, and I think I can hear what sounds like little feet. Come on! I hear Sarah yell, and I dive through the vines as Sarah slams the door behind me. Shut the door shut behind me.